Gunpla fans, it is Speedball Harlan. Today for you guys, I have for you from Gundam, Witch of Mercury, High Grade 144, the Darilbalde. And before anyone asks, no, this is not the Red Comet or anything related to Char, if you were wondering. But no, this is, of course, the Darilbalde, and it is a very unique and popular unit, I can tell you. I mean, literally, when this kit was originally released, guys, from what I was seeing and hearing, there were like lines of people trying to get a copy of this kit. That's how popular the Darbalde is. And you should see the amazing customs online, guys. I mean, literally, I have seen some insanely awesome customs. One I really was impressed with was a unit from the anime Aura Battler Dunebine. Yeah, someone was able to convert this into a mech from that series. That is awesome. But then again, this unit alone is just awesome, period. So that's probably why. Now, but as you guys can see, this is a very unique unit from the other G-Witch series units, and for good reasons. For one, if you aren't aware of the pilot of this unit, this is piloted by our boy Ghoul. So yeah, that automatically means he's gonna be awesome for reasons. But other than that, his main gimmick feature that this mobile suit has is that it doesn't, as you can see, he doesn't have any major machine guns, blasters, cannons, any of that kind of stuff, guys. It's more hand-to-hand and such weapons, but the unique feature being is that, well, if you haven't noticed on the box art, you can actually detach limbs off of this kit in a funnel fashion, so to speak, or just simply put, if you guys know the Zeong from Gundam Universal Century, well, you'll get an idea that way, then you'll have an idea of what I'm meaning. We'll get to that, of course, in a bit, but first let's look quickly at the articulation. Now, as you can see, the shields up here can go all the way around, can go in and out, and up and down all on their own, so you don't, so there's no worries there. As for the arm, of course, full 360 like any normal arm, really. So you can see the arm bend can go all the way up that high. You can, of course, go all the way up without, hitting armor. Go all the way down that far if you want. Ball joint. And of course, as mentioned about the gimmick weapon, you can, of course, detach the arm here. So don't worry, I'm not ripping it off. You can detach it for other fun, well, gimmicks, so to speak. Now for the legs. Oh, no, we got to do waist. Go, of course, go all the way around. Because it has pretty much almost the identical waist and chest setup as the Dialenzon has, guys. Just, of course, some obvious differences. But it is assembled pretty similar to it and can, of course, function just as it does. Except, of course, he has a wee bit more articulation because he's not, well, chunky. And of course, legs can go all the way up to that height without bumping into the armor. Now the back skirt doesn't have any movable section, so it will bump into it, guys. But yeah, but he does have well, this much outward because he doesn't have any side armor to worry about. Legs can go about that far, and of course the feet, ball joints. So and of course the design allows you to completely break the toes. Yeah, but you can also do that, which there's of course a good reason for that, which we'll get to later. You can break his ankle all the way, and you can bend it all the way back as far as possible, and such like that. So yeah, that's pretty good articulation, guys, even especially with the head. I like it. It's definitely worthy of a well-liked kit. I can see why. It's got so many possible poses you can play around with just for that feature alone. Now, of course, let's get into the special feature, guys, as I was mentioning. Like I said, you can literally detach the arm from that. And of course, with the assistance of stands and such, which unfortunately our friend here only comes with the more generic stand, so you would be recommended to pick up, of course, the well-known stand from the Witch line. Luckily, of course, I just happen to have a more generic stand that I can put right here so you guys can see that you can use a standard peg to attach to the arm. And of course, when you do that, you're supposed to detach this back part here. These that, as you can see, do not have any ball jointed setups. Oop, my bad. Do not have any ball joints set up because you're not supposed to. You're supposed to attach one of these really nice purple beam sabers. Wow, that is not often we get purple, guys. As you can see, perfectly attaches with no problem. And of course, like you saw with the regular arm, attaches in, and now he's a pirate. Yeah. He's got a, I guess you would call it a, well, not a hook, but I guess a beam peg. However, but as you can see, it's a pretty cool setup. Instead of handles, you just use his own wrists. That's pretty cool, guys. We don't see a lot of mobile suits with literal beam wrists, so I like that. He's just gonna poke you guys now. And of course, just like the arms you see here, guys, the shields too can be detached, which it also recommends. And of course, as mentioned, a separate stand. And the other weapon you can detach is the actual staff here. And of course, you can have it attached to the arm here to have it floating about as you see in the art. And as you can see, these detach perfectly with no, damage or anything. And this is what they look like up close. Pretty nice. Reattaches with ease. And then you can spear away. Or, of course, you can attach these into, of course, stands to have them flying about as well. That's a fun weapon. Lastly, or say one of the last featured weapons they recommend in this kit is his feet. Yeah, the actual feet, guys. I know that sounds odd, right? But no, it's actually true. You're supposed to detach the feet, and as you saw earlier, form the feet. It's the one loose part on this, like this, to form a claw now. And with the assistance of these, you of course just attach it into here. Oh wait, hold on. Attach it in like this, simple. And then of course you just take the wire you see here, that you of course do get in the kit, just your normal Gundam wire. You attach it, and as I mentioned already, with with one of the Witch series stands, you can of course have it floating about, and of course pegged in here like any normal stand, like that. So I'm just gonna adjust this really quick to show it in a more flight pose, so you can see it. And of course, the funnest part that I was surprised about is the part right here. You guys can see it. The actual ankle was designed with a special peg hole in the ball joint itself that, of course, you would now attach the set wire into like that, and it stays. See, not coming out. And there you have it. There's your flying attack foot. It's not, I can't even remember any mobile suit or many mobile suits with a foot funnel weapon other than what you're seeing. So, yeah, I mean, that's a fun weapon. That's fun. It's like, if he gets his arms cut off and such, even with the other one and his backup arms cut, he can literally just kick someone and detach it and attack them. That's a fun weapon, guys. It's like, you're not going to see it coming. That's a fun fact. All right, let's detach that real quick. And it just reattaches on with no problems, guys, if you're worried. And there you go. And if you're curious by chance, you literally can, for fun, attach his standard arms into his back. So, yeah, if you just want to have some fun ideas there, go right ahead. So that's about it, guys, for our friend here. And it is definitely a fun kit. I can see why fans want this kit and more. There's a reason, and I say that for a good reason, because for those who aren't aware of the anime and such, don't worry, no, I'm not going to try to give you any spoilers. But for the later appearance of this unit in the anime, it was of course upgraded to its secondary variant. And from what I remember, a lot of fans like that version because he actually does come with a more machine gun and bigger shoulder shields that you see from these ones. Now, of course, a lot of fans have been wondering what happened to that. We were wondering, yeah, how's ever going to get that because, we were getting so many of the other kits. But yeah, I mean, we didn't get it right away, guys, but I have good news slash annoying news, so to speak. Uh, we are getting the secondary variant to the Darilbalde here, but it is a pbandai exclusive, unfortunately. So if you're not too thrilled with that part, but the good part is because a lot of people worry about it being a full unit release than just what we need. Luckily, that's not the case because Bandai decided to do a weapons set release for pbandai, giving us the weapons to upgrade your current Darilbalde and other mobile suits that I will get into another time. But yes, so don't worry. If you were wondering or if you want to know, yes, you can upgrade the Darilbalde here with the P Bandai accessory set, so you can have either version. So and you don't have to have a secondary Darilbalde if you didn't want. So that's all good there, guys. So yes, that's really about it, guys. So before I say anything else, let's do a quick comparison with his old buddy and Dianzon. I had to. I mean, these two are like brothers, so to speak. And yeah, as you can see, the height wise, besides up to the horns back here, Darabalde is a bit taller head wise to the Dianzon's head. So yeah, it's definitely more of a standard size custom commander type unit, and it's definitely a very fun mobile suit to play around with. In other words, guys, would I recommend him to you? Yes, yes, yes. I definitely recommend it. And I just can't wait to see what other customs we'll see with this unit. And heck, you never know, guys. Maybe when we get another build series, they might surprise us and give us a new custom of this one. I could see that. I could totally see that with this unit. It's that one unit Bandai's going to want to just, play around with or surprise us with a new version of. Heck, we might even get another version of it in the manga series. I don't know. I'm just saying maybe. Okay, yeah, that's about it, guys. So as always, I thank you for coming. I hope you're enjoying your hobby, and I will see you all later.